I'm about to tell you something uncomfortable, and once you hear it, you won't be able to unsee it. No matter how old you are, your childhood is still shaping your reactions, your relationships, your fears, and even the goals you choose or avoid. And here's the part most people never discover. Your brain hid these patterns from you because it thought it was protecting you. Today we're diving into the exact neuroscience behind that, how your subconscious was programmed long before you ever had a choice, and how you can finally break the patterns that have been running your life on autopilot. The scientific shock. Let's begin with a truth almost nobody talks about. Your subconscious is not mysterious. It's programmable. And it was programmed before you even understood the world. From birth to around age 7, your brain is in a state dominated by theta waves, the same brainwave state used in hypnosis. This means that as a child, you didn't evaluate situations. You didn't question adult behavior. You didn't analyze emotional patterns. You absorbed everything, as truth, as identity, and as survival code. If you grew up in a home that was calm and regulated, your nervous system learned that the world is predictable and safe. If you grew up around instability, anger, emotional distance, or constant criticism, your nervous system learned something completely different. Stay alert, stay small, stay pleasing, stay silent. Your brain wasn't trying to hurt you, it was trying to keep you alive. But here's the shocking part. Your adult brain still makes decisions using those same rules, even though your environment has changed. How the patterns are formed. Inside your brain, something very important is happening. You are developing internal models, templates your subconscious uses to predict the world. These models form from repeated emotional experiences, not from logic. So if, as a child, love felt inconsistent, your brain built a model that says, love feels unstable. Comfort equals unpredictability. Today, that might show up as choosing partners who keep you guessing, or feeling bored with someone who treats you well. If you were judged or compared a lot, your subconscious built a model that says, my worth depends on performance. That's why you might be successful but never satisfied, why everything you achieve feels like not enough. If your emotions weren't welcomed, like sadness, anger, or fear, your brain stored the rule, my feelings are a problem. Today, that can appear as emotional numbness, over-controlling everything, or shutting down when someone tries to get close. These patterns weren't your fault. They were adaptations, and your brain has been repeating them ever since. Why you haven't outgrown your past. People often say, that was years ago, it shouldn't affect me now. But here's the neuroscience. Your emotional brain, the part that learned your early experiences, does not understand time. To your amygdala, a raised voice today feels like a raised voice when you were 5. Disapproval today feels like disapproval back then. Silence today feels like abandonment from years ago. Because your brain doesn't react to the present, it reacts to what the present reminds it of. When something triggers a familiar emotional pattern, your amygdala sends a danger signal. And in that moment, your prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain, gets shut down. That's why you overthink, withdraw, lash out, shut down, people please, freeze, or avoid. Not because you're dramatic, not because you're weak, not because you're broken. Because your brain thinks you're protecting yourself from an old wound that never got to heal. Signs your childhood is still driving you. Here are signs your old emotional programming is still active. You panic when someone is quiet with you. You need reassurance even in stable relationships. You fear disappointing people more than disappointing yourself. You attract emotionally unavailable partners. You avoid opportunities because failure feels dangerous. You apologize for existing. You shut down during conflict. You don't trust calm. It feels unfamiliar. You confuse anxiety with intuition. These aren't personality traits. They're protective strategies your nervous system learned before you even had a choice. How to start rewriting the pattern. Here's the part that gives people their power back. Your brain doesn't change through insight. It changes through experience. So here's the real process to rewire these patterns. How to start rewriting the pattern. Here's the part that gives people their power back. Your brain doesn't change through insight. It changes through experience. So here's the real process to rewire these patterns. 1. Recognize the old pattern in real time. When you feel a strong reaction, say, this is an old survival response. This feeling doesn't belong to this moment. My body is remembering something, not predicting danger. Just naming it reduces the amygdala's alarm. 2. Regulate first, then think. You can't logic your way out of an activated nervous system. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 or 7. Repeat for 1 minute. This activates the vagus nerve, bringing your brain back online so you can respond instead of react. 3. Replace the pattern through micro-actions. Your subconscious learns best from repetition, not force. Examples. If your pattern is pleasing everyone, say no to something tiny. If your pattern is staying silent, share one honest sentence. If your pattern is fearing abandonment, tolerate 30 seconds of discomfort without chasing reassurance. Each tiny action tells your brain, the old rule isn't needed anymore. 4. Create new emotional experiences. Your subconscious updates through experiences that contradict its fears. Safe conversations, calm conflict, supportive relationships, gentle self-talk, healthy routines, consistent behavior. Every new experience is a vote against the old blueprint. Your childhood shaped you, but it does not define your future. The moment you understand your patterns, you stop blaming yourself and start rewriting your life. You are not hard to love. You are not behind. You are not broken. You're simply someone who learned how to survive and is now learning how to live. If this video helped you, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs clarity and healing. Here you will learn how to master your mind, your emotions, and the invisible patterns that have been steering your life so you can finally build a life that feels like yours.